Hey everyone, how's it going? Just wanted to do a quick video to follow on from a Biker Books video that I did a little while back, where I spoke about some motorcycle related books that I had in my book collection. I've just picked up another one, so I thought it'd be good to devote some time to talking about that. It's Cowboy's 59 Club story, and it's a really good sort of history of the club in the first 30 years, sort of early 60s to mid 90s, when Michael Cook, Cowboy, was a paid member of the leadership team for that period of time, and I think he kept a series of diaries and based the content of this book on those. So there's some really interesting stories in there. There's some great photographs. So yeah, I'll grab the camera and just give you a quick flick through that and I'll talk about it. I'll put up a couple of websites where you can grab a copy of this yourself if you'd like to, which I would urge you to do if you've got an interest in sort of British bike history or the sort of rocker scene of the 60s. There's some great content. That's the 59club.co.uk, and then go across the shop and down to miscellaneous, I think it is at the bottom. It should take you, yeah, there it is, Cowboy's 59 Club story. Just click on that link and you can buy it through there. I'm not sure if you need to be a club member actually to use that site. So the other place you could get it online is Lewis Leathers. I'm sure they've got it in their web shop. Where is it? Let me go to the bottom of that for some reason, but it's here. If you go down to... Oh, there we go, books and magazines. And yeah, Cowboy's 59 Club story. So yeah, there's a couple of places you can grab it online. I'm sure there's others. Okay, so let's have a little dig through Cowboy's 59 Club story by Michael F. Cook, published in 2007. So the first thing I want to talk about is the depth of the book. So it's not it's not insubstantial. There's 237 pages, so it's a decent read. And it's an easy read. It's been written in a really nice way that really kind of takes you along with the story and makes you feel, for a newer member like me, not someone that has been around for all those years, it kind of makes me feel like you're there in a way. It's written in a really nice way. I got into it quite quickly, and it's accompanied by a lot of really great photographs throughout the years. And there's a list of those in the beginning. Actually, there's 126 photographs in all, and Cowboy's given us a breakdown of what they all are throughout the book. There's a couple of appendices at the back with some handy information. Members of the Council of Management through the years. Of course, this runs up until the sort of early to mid 90s, don't forget. And then Appendix 2, the leaders who really ran the club did virtually all the work, and apart from the two salaried professional youth workers, did it all on a voluntary basis. And that for me as a new member, that's the thing that really blows my mind, because a lot of the leaders have been doing this work for so many years, unpaid, on a voluntary basis, and have really kept the club going. As you read this book, you sort of follow along with all the challenges that the club had in those first 30 years in terms of funding, of the physical property from which the club is run, and the trials and tribulations that came along with that. And the sort of ups and downs, the ebbs and flow of the club itself, because the culture of biking changed a lot over the last sort of 60 years or so, didn't it? And then I just can't begin to imagine how difficult it must have been to keep something like the 59 Club running successfully for that long, and we're sort of reacting to the changes that you would have had to make to the club to sort of stay relevant and to stay, you know, there in people's minds. But yeah, it's really good at making you feel like you're along for that journey. And you know, because I think Cowboy kept a series of diaries about his memories. It's all there, fresh. And oh, that's just my bookmark where I'm up to. I haven't read the whole thing yet. So yeah, you know, it's written really well. There's some great photographs to accompany it, and it's organised really well too. So obviously it runs through the decades in that sort of order, but the chapters are set out. Hang on, let me find the contents. The chapters are sort of set out into a logical order to take you along on the journey as well. Quite often broken down by things like key members of the leadership coming or going, or, you know, changes in buildings, that sort of thing, you know. So there's that to it too. So yeah, brilliant stuff. I really would urge you to grab a copy of this if you can. Sorry, the camera's not focusing brilliantly there, is it? So yeah, biker culture, as I said before, rocker culture, you know, ton up boys into rockers, you know, and that carrying through the years. A lot of talk about things like the TT, you know, that's been a regular place that the club has gone to every year, and there's lots of photographs from the various visits to that and stories from that. Things like the Dragon Rally in Wales that the club attended on a regular basis, and stories from the early years about struggling to get there through the snow. And, you know, the club has ran a van for many years as a sort of breakdown service for members, and there's some great stories about, you know, getting that. Oh my goodness, talking about the van, there it is, look, stripping useful bits off the van following an accident. So yeah, there's some great stories about sort of helping members out with a van, members that come to stay over, and the Link magazine, of course, back when it was a paper magazine in the beginning, and through to, well, now it's a digital version, isn't it? But in those early years, it was a paper one. And yeah, just some of these photographs, because a lot of these photographs I haven't seen on the internet. You know, they may well be out there, but a lot of them are new to me, and it's just wonderful as someone that would have loved to have been there back in that day, you know, just to see these pictures and to read about what was happening, and just to get a real sort of feel of the history of the club. I don't want to spoil the read for you, but I would really urge you to pick that one up. I just wanted to do this quick video about it because obviously I didn't include this, as I didn't have it back then in my last video about biker books, motorcycle related books. But yeah, Cowboy's 59 Club story. Apologies for the oil. I got this at the 59 Club Jumble earlier in the year, and it was in my jacket on the ride back, and I've been doing a lot of work on the bike the day before, so my jacket was in a bit of a state, so I picked up some oil from that, so I apologise. But yeah. Acknowledgements for illustrations. Most of the photographs reproduced in this history were taken by the author and are his copyright. Permission to reproduce cartoons and other photographs has been obtained where possible. So yeah, that's all there. Dedicated them to the memory of all those members no longer with us, in particular personal friends Paul Campbell, Jan Nielsen, Ted Warren and Mick Hurty. So yeah, what a great book. £14 is the cover price, and that's the price that you'll pay online for the book. But well worth it. Really great thing to have in your collection. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
The depths are unexplored.